My name is Marilee Kuhlman. I have a design practice called Comfort Zones Garden Design. I founded the Green Garden Tour as a fundraiser for the Virginia Avenue Project. We take admission to go on this garden tour, and the funds that we raise for the tour go directly to the Virginia Avenue Project.
We did some improvising games because we're about to have a show on like Wednesday to see who gets to go to Ojai, which is a camp sort of thing.
Well, I love this program. This is my second daughter to go through the program.
I love working with kids, and I grew up having an acting mentor, and it really influenced me and gave me self-confidence, and I really wanted to help other kids do that. And I think the project is really great. It's a lot of one-on-one mentoring, that really helps the kids. It's not just like we, serve 1,000 kids. We only serve 50 kids, but those kids are amazing kids, and they have the self-confidence, and they go on to do amazing things, and I just like to be a part of that. We're losing water, we're losing resources, and we have to figure out a way for the future to still be good and not bad. And this is the same way we want, to keep our kids doing well, and so that they can sustain our future as well. So we want to basically sustain the planet with people, with good people, and with, our good environment. So
we're having a garden tour for Virginia Avenue Project.
What do you know about the Virginia Avenue Project?
Well, funny you should ask. We're all involved with them as volunteers for the at-risk kids who mentoring them and coaching them and teaching them how to write plays so they can express themselves. Yes, you can take one of those. Oh, you have one, I think. Is that for here? Anyway, they get to work collaboratively with each other and cooperatively with each other, and they write plays and perform them, and do photography and poetry and music, and it's really wonderful. It's been going on for 15 years, and 100% of the kids that have been involved are either have graduated high school and are into college or are about to do that.
English is a second language. It's hard. Everything is hard to understand, to adjust.
I've been doing the creative dramatics where kids learn how to act and express themselves, and I've done the replay. I've already done a play. I've already wrote a play before, and the kids who are already experienced get to do a replay. And the recent one I'm doing is photo play.
Problem. Virginia Avenue Virginia Avenue project helped. Yeah, so it's great program.
So what do you think of the gardens?
I think it's a great way to show how to plant and having live things, and having a greenhouse instead of having a dead place, and it just brings life to the home too.
Do you think the Virginia Avenue Project does a little bit of that for you guys?
Yeah, I think so. They just create a home and give life just like a plant, so that's really nice.
I started the project. I came out to California in 1991 to get it started, and we did our first show in the spring of 1992. And we basically bring kids who are at risk together with professional writers, performers, and directors to create all different kinds of original theater. It's our strength is long-term one-on-one arts mentoring. So we start working with our kids when they're 6, and they stay with us straight through high school. And as a result, in the 16 years that we've been doing this, 100% of our kids have finished high school, and 90% have gone on to college, and of those students, about 95% are the first in their families to go to college. Because we're intimate and we spend a long time with our kids, they literally grow up with us, that we have this success rate. My feeling was when I was approached about the idea of having a Green Gardens tour for the Virginia Avenue Project was that in addition to educating people now, it's very important to make the next generation aware of not only what we have done to the planet, but what they're going to inherit and what they can do for the planet as they become stewards of the planet. So that's the marrying of the two. And we felt it was important to be involved also, just as an organization, to be involved in the environment. If you don't have an environment, you're not going to have kids.
Yeah.
I was doing work in New York with an organization called the 52nd Street Project. And I loved the work, and it was time for me to move to LA, and the only thing that I couldn't replace when I moved to LA was the work I was doing there, and I went, wow, I'd kind of like to start it in LA. That then I would feel like my life was really about something, you know.
My daughter is in the Virginia Avenue Project. Being in the Virginia Avenue Project is incredible. It's really helped her in so many ways. Just being around people that are sort of like her, meaning actors, actresses, writers, creative people, it reinforces, her sense of self and makes her feel, belonging, and also gives her a chance to write and to act.
I've done Virginia Avenue since I was like 9 or so, and we act. I've written plays with Virginia Avenue, like I've said 3, and then one's going to come out next year, and I do acting programs to go to Ojai on Mondays. There's just a lot of great kids, and it's just an environment where instead of just tutoring on your own one-on-one, it's more like one-on-one, but then it's just you're around friends and people that support you.
They have programs during the summer where they actually have a summer camp for a week, and they take the kids up there and the kids write plays and then perform them. So it's all about arts education, which is a great piece of this group.
I'm a writer for the Virginia Avenue Project, where the children are matched with professional writers and professional directors and actors and put on their one-act plays a couple times a year. And I've been doing it for about 12 years.
Well, the Virginia Avenue Project's a nonprofit organization for at-risk youth, and we do different dramatics projects. It's based off the 52nd Street Project in New York, and gardens are very artistic, and so are we.
Amanda was in a playmaking class where I was a mentor before I started actually teaching the class. She's just fabulous. I can't be more articulate than Amanda.
Well, the Virginia Avenue Project mentors children through theater and arts, and currently it's a performance based, but we also hope to add in dance and visual arts. They work with all of it, and to me it's a beautiful bridge to building kids' confidence. There's a group of us that are all gardeners, and that's our passion. So in fundraising, we have a couple of events that we do, but we thought we should do a garden tour, but because our feeling is a lot of the garden tours were promoting gardening that was not really that responsible. Heavy water use, sort of any old garden that slapped down grass and impatience. And so we wanted to have a fundraising idea. It was something that we were passionate about, so much more fun to work on something you love. And secondarily, we wanted to be able to show sort of how beautiful a garden can be, because when you say sustainable or you say low water, everyone thinks it's rock and cactus. Well, there's rock here, and there's succulents here and cactus, but there's so much lush. The woman that leads it, Lee Curran, is just a fantastic person, and she's inspirational. She reminds us to sort of get out and make a difference, and just get out by learning our voice, learning our creativity, and the garden is a perfect parallel for it.
I do 2 things. I do the acting class and Smart Partners.
And what is that, Smart Partner?
It's where you get paired with an adult and they help you with your homework and stuff, and you talk to them, and it's pretty cool. Lee's a cool person. You should meet her.
I really like Smart Partners, which is a mentoring project that we have once a week where the kids get together and they're paired up with an adult to help them on their schoolwork and confidence. And my Smart Partner is Michelle. I've been with her for 2 years, and we've become best friends, so it's really cool. And then also right now I'm doing photography and / poetry, and we're having a show at the Getty on the 9th and 10th. I'm very grateful to be in the project.
I've been with the project since I think I was about 6, the same as you. My brother's 19 now, and he's been doing it since I think he was 7, so I started at about the same time. And I've been with it ever since, and I like it a lot. I'm also involved in Smart Partners, and I'm tutoring a 6th grader at Lincoln on Wednesdays, and it passes on a lot of important life skills, I think. Gardening is good for the planet, and being nice to people is good for the planet, so they work together. I'm here today because I like being around nice people who enjoy the environment, and because I think if everyone does at least a little bit for the environment, it'll make a big impact.
We love you, Lee.